Hi everyone. Hello. Welcome to the stream. This is the last stream of the gaming presentations. We are watching the Xbox Extended Showcase, or Xbox Game Showcase Extended. This is an extended version, or like a more, I guess, detailed version of the Xbox Showcase from earlier. But yeah. And I have to note, this is going to be my last stream for about a week. I'm going to stream this, and then for the rest of this week, I'm going to take a break. So, from streaming, because I've streamed so much. But yeah. So I have here, because I literally just woke up earlier, Jarritos Mandarin. Let's get that open. I'll be drinking that as I'm watching the stream, as I'm watching the presentation. I don't know what entirely is going to be shown. I'm not sure about the extended presentation. And what all that entails, but I suppose we will find out. But yeah, I thought the last Xbox, so it looks like a lot of this, I don't know, maybe a lot of it will be like deep dives. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah. Let's see. So we got about 3 minutes left. Again, I'm not sure it's going to be shown. I'm sure it's going to be like deep dives or like more details. I don't know. Will we see more games? I'm not sure. Perhaps we will. Perhaps they'll show some smaller games. And we'll find out, I suppose. Bethesda interview. I probably should have streamed PlayStation when that happened, but no well. Also, side note, if there is a Nintendo presentation, my only exception to this break is that if Nintendo announces a direct during that week, I will stream that no matter what. Just so you're aware. But yeah, we'll see what happens here. I'm curious, what is my Steam wishlist at? I have 47 games wishlisted. 47 fucking games wishlisted. I have Deceive Inc., Coffee Talk, Here Comes Nico, Calico, The Wandering Village, Snacko, There Is No Light, Unpacking, Baron Breakfast, Ultra Kill, American Arcadia, Signals, Monorail Stories, Cult of the Lamb, Princess Farmer, Cassette Beasts, Key Locker, Turn-Based Cyberpunk Action, Flat Eye, 9 Years of Shadows, Lonesome Village, Tracks of Thought, Neon White, Frogun, The Last Worker, Lumberjack, A Little Gator Game, Spirit Swap, and Lo-Fi Beats to Match 3-2, Terra Nil, Mail Time, The Plucky Squire, A Little to the Left, Zell, Seal World, 30 Birds, Paradise Marsh, How to Say Goodbye, Fall of Porcupine, Time on Frog Island, Puzzles for Clef, Goodbye World, Rivertale Stronger Together, San Zulin, Burf, Minecraft Legends, High Water, and Tora. Hi Taka, welcome to the stream. How you doing? We're about a minute away from the Xbox Extended Game Showcase. Again, I'm not sure what to expect. I'm sure it's a deeper dive into some games. And, you know, maybe we'll see some stuff revealed. But yeah, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. All right, here we go. I arrived just on time, yeah. And I started streaming just on time.
Hey,
I literally just woke up.
We are a small snippet of Squanch Games, and we are here to tell you how excited we are.
Hi, Justin Roiland. Do the funny voice. Do the funny voice.
Extended.
You know, Game Showcase Extended. What's the need for the extended? Why add that extra word?
It's
like, is there one that's not extended? And
Yeah.
Why?
We're getting nods. There is a not extended one. Okay.
Yeah, there's a not extended one.
Without the extended.
So that's just called
there's the normal one. I know what this is.
Yeah.
Well, hey, look, we're happy to be a part of it nonetheless.
Okay, are you gonna show off? That's okay. Thanks, Justin Roiland. I'm wondering if this is anything for a game or if this is just the intro. Yep, it's the intro. Xbox. Games Showcase Extended. Damn, this is dramatic. This is really dramatic. Again, I wonder if it's just gonna be already shown games with more detail, or if it's going to be like smaller games that they didn't want to show during the big presentation. This is the next 12 months of Xbox. Hello, Furchus. Welcome to the stream. Let's see. Who knows? I guess we'll have to wait and see. Yep, there it is. Silk Song. It's so astounding that, like, how many people fucking watched the Indie Worlds on... How many people watched the Indie Worlds from Nintendo in hopes of seeing Silk Song, and then it got shown during an Xbox presentation? I'm sure it's gonna launch with a Switch version. Although it'd be funny if people hyped it up with Nintendo when it never... Then it just was an Xbox console exclusive. So that's a recap of the last presentation?
Welcome to Xbox Games Showcase Extended. I'm Aaron, this is Malik, and we have the honor of diving deeper into some of the most exciting and talked about announcements, as well as gameplay from the Xbox and Bethesda Games Showcase just 2 days ago. For the first time ever,
this is going to be a more detailed look.
Play over the next 12 months.
That's right, Aaron. You saw world premiere gameplay from Retroity
World
and
premiere.
And today, we've got Bethesda's own Pete Hines right here to tell us more. You'll hear from the renowned developers behind the brand new Xbox franchise, Our History Untold. Dive into Naraka Blade.
Okay, so this is like... I'm assuming they're not going to show any games
But
then.
first,
They're not going to show any new
special look
games.
At how our fans got to celebrate the Xbox and Bethesda Games Showcase with a message from our very own Phil Spencer.
All right, here's Phil Spencer. Oh yeah, they did like a in-person screening.
I love coming to events like this. You can just feel the energy, people loving to come together as a community.
They didn't do an on-stage presentation. I wonder if they'll do one again or if they'll just be pre-recorded from here on out. But they did do like an in-person screening of it.
Whether it's saving the world from the aliens or winning a football game, it's so great. I love
Here we
hearing from
are.
people. What did you like in the show? Those conversations with people that are here about areas that they like and areas they wish we would do more, I think that's something that drives us. You saw it in the show today. People said
That'd be
"We
cool
wanna
to
see more
attend something
gameplay."
like
So
this.
we said, okay, great. You're gonna see a ton of gameplay.
I wonder if there was ever a place where you get like tickets for it, or if it was just like invite. I don't know.
Kinds of games from different kinds of teams, different genres.
I can't get over the fact that Xbox has a guy named Matt Booty. What an amazing last name that is.
It's important to us. We not only have all the games coming from our internal studios, but also great independent.
I mean, he's a cool dude, but just the last name is really funny. Matt Booty.
And he's got this really great idea for a game. And I want to be clear, because I know we say like experience and stuff. He's building a video game, but he has this real unique things that he wants to do in the game. And we said, okay, let's go.
Oh,
do
you
something
could
together. And I'm
customize an
really
Xbox
proud of the
controller and
so
get
we
it
can work
right
together.
there? Really? That's cool. That reminds me of when a mall near I grew up had a Microsoft store, and then they closed all the Microsoft stores after COVID. Coffee stain. Coffee? Wait, hold on. Coffee stain? I was like, Coffee Stain, Goat Simulator? Because, of course, that's the one thing they're known for. But I think they're also a publisher. What is this? Okay. This is low poly. It's going for retro look. All right. Valheim PC Game Pass this fall. I don't think we saw this. Are they showing new games? I stand corrected. They are. Okay, they're actually showing new games.
Bethesda opened the showcase with a dramatic gameplay demo for Redfall and closed it with Todd Howard showing us how deep the rabbit hole goes on Starfield. And we also got a sneak peek at upcoming expansions for Elder Scrolls Online and Fallout 76. Here to break it all down for us is the man, the myth, the legend himself, Pete Hines from Bethesda.
There he is.
Great, good to see you.
Good to see you as
Where's
well.
Todd?
Well, about a month ago, you all announced some delays for
Where's
both Redfall
Todd?
and
I wanna
Starfield,
go to
so
the
wanted
chess
give you a
club.
chance to, tell us a little bit about the decision-making process for that.
Absolutely. Look, with all the time that goes into a game, it would be foolish to rush it out the door before it's ready. I think we have continued to sort of examine how we think about games and making sure that they are going to meet our players' expectations. Obviously, the last 2 years.
This is
have
just,
really
we
challenged us
promise
from
this
a
isn't going to be
development
another Fallout
standpoint.
76.
How
We
we work
promise.
now largely remotely, while a lot of our folks are not back in the office, and that has an impact. I also think we've been thinking about things like release dates and when do we give those out, and how do we make sure we give one out that
Like,
that
hey
would
guys,
actually
we
hit
know
and don't
Fallout
have to chase
76
later.
was a giant
it's not
fucking
something we
mess.
undertake lightly,
Don't
but
worry
at the end of
though.
the day, I
This
think
is
what our
gonna be
fans expect,
fine.
what
We
Xbox fans, what
promise.
Bethesda fans expect is a high quality.
This will be
game, and
completely
we want to
fine.
do everything we can to give our teams the time to fully realize the games they're making.
Yeah, and I think that's what it's all about, right? Like delivering an amazing experience for the players out there. And so, speaking of games, we're just going to jump into it. We're going to start with how the showcase started with
Sounds good.
Redfall. Now, before we even get into the game,
Yeah,
I
tell
want
us some more about
Arcane's name in the
Redfall.
game, and I want you to talk a little bit about the pedigree of Arcane, just in case people don't know.
Sure.
These folks over there, they're doing their thing.
Arcane Studios is known for really amazing, immersive sims. They do any number of things. If you play games of theirs, Dishonored, Dishonored 2, Prey, there's a lot of common threads you'll find in them. They create really amazing, believable worlds. I think that's a big part of their game is
Okay.
when you're in Dunwall or you're up on a space
I
station.
don't know what
in
else
Prey,
to
that
say.
It feels believable. There's a reason why things are the way they are. They're also a big believers in systems-based as opposed to scripted. So they really
Okay.
embrace player freedom and sort of giving players the tools to decide You figure
Yeah,
out
this
how you
has a
wanna
lot
complete
of
this mission or get through this
customizability.
area. We're not going to tell you how. We're just going to give you tools and then give
Starfield
you
has
the
a lot
freedom to
more,
go and
but
do. But
this
you
looks
know, there's
cool.
great characters and interesting story. They bring a lot of different elements and then really let the player create
I
the
really like
experience.
customizable
And that's what it's
characters
all
and
about.
things like
Gamers have
that.
taken many games and made it their own, and I think the fact that Arcane is making the game with that in mind is super important. Now, how
Oh, this is
similar or
Arcane,
dissimilar would
Bethesda's
you say
just
this
publishing
game,
it.
Redfall,
Okay.
is from the other
I
Arcane
mean,
games?
look, on the surface, it's a first-person shooter that you can play solo or with, you know, up to 4 players, and so immediately you might say, well, it's not a single-player game, so it must be wildly different. And don't get me wrong, there's absolutely ways in which it is different, but I think when folks play the game, and even when they see more of the game, I think they'll start to see all of those things about an Arcane game that they love and appreciate. You know, why it's won multiple Action Game of the Year awards for Dishonored 2, is their ability to bring all of those
I trust
things
Arcane
together,
with
really
this.
high level
I trust
polish
Arcane with
and-
this.
and let
Let
folks
me turn down
experience it. And
the
so
let
I
me
think
turn
all
down
of
the
those things we
stream
talked
or the
about, if you
audio
want to play a game
for
by yourself and get
the
a great
Xbox stream a
Arcane
little bit more.
story, you can absolutely do that in Redfall. But you can also do things that you haven't been able to do in an Arcane game, like experience it with friends and find out sort of how the whole can become greater than the sum of the parts, like playing it off of each character's abilities. You saw some of that in the demo that we showed. You know, I think the more that people appreciate that, you almost are going to want to try and play Redfall a couple of different ways. You might want to play it by yourself a little bit, play it with others, and it's a game.
So
that
there's
allows you to
multiplayer
do
co-op.
either
I
of
think they
those
said that
different
earlier,
characters.
but that'd be
I'm
cool.
glad you talked about playing with friends because I'm
Reminds
taking
me of playing
applications
Red
for
Dead
friends
with
to help me get
friends.
through Redfall.
Can I put my name on that list? I'm down to a little.
It'd be an honor. Pete,
Keep me on that list. All right, we're going to go explore Redfall together.
I'm excited. I can't wait for that. And so let's talk a little bit more about the game.
We're gonna get a Let's Play with them?
Between the trailer that we saw last year at the reveal, as well as this one that we just saw, I feel like Redfall reminded players of other co-op shooters, like Left 4 Dead, for example. What makes Redfall unique?
Again, it's one of those things, like if you watch just like combat footage, you might look at Left 4 Dead or Back 4 Blood or any of these things and go, oh, I see multiple characters facing a bunch of enemies, and like, so it's the same game. But I think that would be doing a disservice, that it's all of the things that take place in between the combat as well as the combat itself, sort of combining different skills and abilities in the way that you do, you know, Layla dropping down an elevator.
That elevator
her-
does look
her
cool. I
powers
thought it would be like it
and
would
using
take you
to
up, but it
hop
just
on a-
jumps
on a
you
roof
up.
and provide cover. You know, you have different characters who play roles really well. How you choose
This
to use
this
the
looks
bone,
cool. This looks, and I
robot,
trust
all of
Arcane
those
to
things come
to
into,
get this
again,
right.
allowing the players not to say, here's a set of rules and you can only use, like, no, here's just some stuff.
I think
that you
this would
go
be
off
cool
into
as
this
like a
amazing
fun
sort of
co-op
dynamic,
game
ever-changing
with
world
friends,
and sort of experience and
which I'm
explore for
assuming it
yourself, and
is.
you come back the next day and it'll look and feel like a different experience, even though you're in the exact same part of the game. I mean, I think those are the kinds of things that Arcane does that really bring that sort of extra special element that makes their game so compelling.
Yeah, compelling and fresh. So I'm excited for Redfall, and you said it here for everyone to see that we're going to be playing together. So I'm going to hold you to that. You got
Absolutely.
the proof. All right.
Can't wait.
Awesome. So let's talk about Elder Scrolls Online. Now, I want to talk about the team philosophy because I hear
Elder
that,
Scrolls
the team's actually
Online.
banned from
All
saying
right.
things like now is the perfect time to
My
play.
least favorite saying is there's never been a
no.
better time to play a game. Like, we all say that. Yes, games always get better. We
man.
know that. The thing that we love about where Elder Scrolls Online is going is their ability to continually refresh the experience for players, provide new experiences, like going to High Isle, a place they've never been in an Elder Scrolls game. It does a lot of things like story and intrigue. There's a lot of politics.
Whoa,
in
okay,
High
sudden
Isle, different
announcement from
factions
Apple
and
here.
the conflict that's going
I
on
hate to
there,
interrupt the
and
Xbox
way that you
stream,
can jump in and play it by yourself.
but this is kind of a sudden announcement from Apple and a big boost to Apple TV Plus. Not necessarily gaming, but apparently Apple has announced today that they are going to be the home for all Major League Soccer. All right. That's a thing. I was browsing Twitter and I was like, oh,
Can have a
that
good
came out of
experience
fucking
No
nowhere.
matter how you decide to engage with it.
I love that you mentioned
More
that.
sports on
Community is
Apple
such a-
TV,
as
I
you mentioned,
guess.
is such a huge part of any online game. And so for players who may not have played Elder Scrolls, who are, like you said, looking to jump in, to know that they have that community backing them, that's going to help them guide them in their journey is super exciting. So, but I want to talk about Fallout a little bit.
Okay.
Huge milestone recently, 25 years of Fallout. It can rent a car even now. at this point, right? We're talking about it. All right, so this has to mean something.
You can rent a
super
car,
special.
okay.
Absolutely. And look, we are as aware of anybody. Like this franchise did not start with Bethesda. It's one that we took on along the way, and our intent is not just to pay homage to like Bethesda Fallout. Like, no, we mean all Fallout, because what this series
Do you
has
have
done,
an
what it meant
Xbox?
to
I
us
do.
as
I have a
players, we
Series
went
S.
and played those games,
I
played the
want to
original
eventually
Fallout,
get
Fallout 2,
the. I want to
and
eventually
then
get
what
the
franchise has become,
the
sort
Series
of growing
X.
and
Like
finding
traded my
new,
Series S
you know,
for
a
a
new
Series
audience
X
with Fallout 3,
purely
Fallout
because
4,
of the
Fallout
disk
New
drive
Vegas,
of the disk drive.
Fallout 76 is something we
Like
really
I
want
just want to be able to you know, be able to like get used games, take advantage of that, play like Blu-rays and DVDs and stuff like that. But yeah, I have a Series S, and I'll probably be upgrading to Series X at some point.
76, and just honestly how far
Let
that
me
game has
actually
come
get some
from its
music in the
launch. Like,
background.
we're keenly aware of
Hold
how that
on.
launch went, but we are also keenly aware of the incredible amount of effort and dedication from all of our teams across
There we
Bethesda
go.
to say, like, we believe in this thing, and we want to give the fans more of what they want and the kind of experiences that they want, and where
More
Fallout
music
76
from
is
home.
now is truly remarkable when you go back and look at sort of where we were and how far we've come, and honestly how much cool stuff is in store in the pit. It's going to be super fun.
Excited to jump in, and again, that's one of those things that I'm sure you guys attribute to the community, giving that feedback.
You know, that 76 community, again, not just in the game, but
Are they still?
what they do
I mean,
for-
I have
for
to
each
admire
other, to
it.
support other folks in
They're
the
still
community, what they've done
committed to
raise funds
76,
for
despite how much of a
causes.
dumpster fire that
It's not
was at
just
launch.
An amazing group of gamers. It's an amazing group of human beings, and honestly, one that we're honored to interact with and be a part of every day.
I love that, Pete. Before you make me cry, we're going to move on to Starfield, all right? All right, so let's talk about it. Starfield ended the show. I got to say, watching the trailer, breathtaking. It's one of those.
Yeah,
things
talk
that
about
is
Starfield. I want to learn
and
more
just
about it.
seeing the difference between that moon versus the populated city, just amazing. The dog fighting, just everything was so awesome. The team really outdid themselves.
It's one of those things about a Bethesda Games Studios game that I always love, and it's been the case, honestly, since, you know, I worked on Morrowind and Oblivion and all those games that, you know, we talked about. And for every single one, you cannot pin people down to, oh, it's about this, because it's not. Like, ultimately what those games are massive sandboxes where they give players just ridiculous amounts of freedom to say, you go figure out what kind of game you want to play and what kind of experience you want to have, because that's what this game is about. It's not us prescribing and saying, you have to do these things.
Yeah, I really appreciate there's a million different things you can do. That makes me excited. I mean, I'm skeptical because of Bethesda's history, but, you know, I'm excited. I'm excited for it.
What is fun for me? Do I want story? Do I want to join factions? Do I want to, you know, build outposts and gather resources to build more cool stuff? The team really puts all of those tools in the player's hands and step back and says, now it's time for you to tell the story of Starfield, which is your story, which is going to be different than mine, which is going to be different than everybody else's. And I think
that degree of freedom is really
speaking about the scope of everything,
is really
This is
good.
what an epic RPG.
I'm excited for it. Again, Bethesda has a history of like fucking up games, right? But, you know, I'll give Bethesda another chance. I'll give Bethesda another chance to not fuck this up. And it seems like they might be trying a little bit to manage expectations, which is good. They're not like endlessly hyping it up like they did 76. But we'll have to see.
You can create chaos. Like, we don't want to put too many limits on what the player is or isn't allowed to do. We love it when players say, I wonder what happens if, and then they try it. And then they get to see, like, oh my Lord, chaos ensued and it was insanity. Everybody was shooting at me. And like, that's, I think, the beauty of Bethesda Game Studios and the number of ways that they push for you to explore that, right? It's not just one, it's you could spend thousands of hours doing nothing but shipbuilding and like focus that as all you're about, and that's okay. But you could also be about exploring every planet and finding all of the good, and that's okay. Or you could just play the main story and be like, I want a kind of experience that I'm guided through so that I kind of get to see stuff, and I might stop here and there. Oh, there's a cool side quest that I got, but you know, I want something that sort of leads me through, because
Okay,
I'm
on clarification on the Major League Soccer thing, that's like,
I want, like, ooh, I don't know what I should do. So some folks want a little bit of a guided path or to understand where the fun is.
looks to
and
be through the
no
Apple
approach is
TV
wrong.
app.
Like for me, that's
And that some stuff will be
that
free
says,
for TV
"We are
Plus
putting
subscribers, but
limits
it's a
on
separate
what you
thing to the
can or
TV
can't
Plus app, so it's a
do.
separate
We're gonna
charge.
set you loose and just sit back and watch the beauty that you create with your own stories and the way that you solve problems or choose to spend your time in this world we've created.
I love that. And you know, what you said about, you know, those moments that maybe you experience that I don't, like those are some of the best moments if I think back to playing RPGs when I'm discussing with my friends. Oh, did you see that? No, I didn't see that. Where did you see it? And having them go out and find it. So I think that's going to be one of those things.
We talk about that a lot, that sort of water cooler moment.
Exactly.
Like you come in the next day and you talk
Yeah.
to everybody about what you did and you were like, wait, I did that quest, but I did this completely different thing. And you sort of start to appreciate all of the choices that you could have made, you didn't even realize were an option. Like, oh, I didn't even think about doing that. Like, oh yeah, I just ran in and stole his ship and shot all.
I'm
of his
curious
crew
as to
members
how
and
much
took
I
off.
can
Like,
do.
You can do that. Like, oh yeah, you can do anything.
Because
Like,
there's
that-
some
I
things
think
that are
that
like,
is,
oh, a shit ton
a
of
special
planets, or
part
you can
of
do
the
this and that,
Bethesda
and look at how
Studios
much
game.
things you can do, and it's
when
like
we say epic RPG, we mean
bit of a
all
red
those
flag,
things,
but
all of them.
All right, you just gave me some ideas for
We'll
stealing
have
people's
to
ships.
wait and see.
So I appreciate that. That's going to be top on the list to do in Starfield. Now, we saw quite a bit of combat and action in the game. That seems to also be, in addition to exploring and everything, that seems to be another huge focus of the game.
Absolutely. I mean, you know, look, if you look at a game like Skyrim, which like everybody's played Skyrim at this point.
yeah, because you've re-released it like 70 fucking times, including for Alexa.
Like if you're one of those folks that says, actually, I'm going to do the alchemy thing, and I just go off and pick flowers and make potions and like live another life in another world this way, then combat isn't part of it. But look, we know in an epic RPG, there's always bad people, they, you know, shooting at you. Sometimes you got to return fire, and there's a lot of fun to be had there. And so, you know, providing a lot of different skills that sort of determine how good you are in combat, combined with all the different weapons in the game, and then you layer in ship combat and all of these other things, it starts to sort of paint a picture of just how broad or how deep the rabbit hole goes.
It's going to be so impressive. And you touched on it a little bit, and I want to talk about it because this was one watching the video demo. What I saw, and it really caught my eye, is around the ship. It's not just getting in the ship and that's your ship. There's so much behind it. Can you talk about it a little bit?
Yeah, like every ship is customizable to the nth degree, and not
Yeah,
just,
because like look at
cosmetically.
how much you
I
can
want my ship to look
customize
like
that.
this
Look
or
at
like
that.
Though obviously that's totally a thing that you can
What
do.
the
if all you
fuck?
care about is
Holy
cosmetics.
shit.
But it goes much deeper than that in terms of like what kind of shields you have, what kind of weapons you have, like what kind of ship are you building? What do you want it to be good at? What trade-offs are you willing to make or not? And then the other part of it is, of course, well, you can't just like, it's a spaceship. Those aren't cheap. So you have to figure out like, how am I going to do this? Where do I get the resources to build this stuff? What kind of, you know, skills do I need to level up to improve different parts of my ship beyond, you know, what I could do without those skills? So there's a lot of, again, choices in terms of you get to decide that, how much you want to put into that or not. Do you just want to give somebody money for the parts that you want? Do you want
All right.
all of those things?
I just
are
finished this
sort of
this
part of the
this
fun of
bottle.
deciding how much do you want to interact with this and how do you want to interact?
Absolutely.
All right.
I mean, just as you mentioned, the scope, the level of player agency, something that I feel like is going to
Yeah, just the amount of freedom they give you is exciting. Although again, I remain a little bit skeptical. But you know, we'll have to see.
Games coming out.
It's going to be so great. Pete, thank you so much for stopping by.
Thanks for having me.
Of course, Pete. Now, coming up, we'll hear from our friends around the world, including Squanch Games, Obsidian Entertainment, Playground.
All right,
Games, and of course,
Squanch Games.
Xbox fans
Here we
like
go.
you. But first, let's hear from the creators of one of the world's most popular Battle Royale games.
Fortnite? Oh, okay.
大家好，我是永劫无间制作人关磊。
We are glad to share
Ah, NetEase. That makes sense now. I was like, why is this? I've literally never heard of this. Why is it one of the most popular? And it's like, oh, NetEase. That makes sense.
24 Entertainment is joining hands with Microsoft to bring Naraka Bladepoint to consoles for the first time. You could play the game on Xbox Series X and S, as well as Windows next week.
Okay.
We're also joining Xbox Game Pass, a platform with
Oh,
a
Game
huge
Pass,
player base
nice.
and a vast, bright future. Naraka has been so well received on the
Wait, is this free to play or do you have to
I am
pay for
so
this?
Grateful to the players for their love and support. As a competitive
Like,
survival game incorporating a
I don't.
lot of action
Do you have to? Is this free to play or what?
features a range of characters with unique personalities. Each hero draws from different civilizations and cultures. battles allow for a great degree of strategic play. You've got a wealth of melee and ranged weapons to choose from, and a vast map filled with interactive elements to explore. Perhaps you'll engage your foes in samurai combat, katanas at the ready, or maybe you'll use Persian assassin technique and strike from afar. With your grappling hook,
Oh, there's a the grappling hook looks fun.
and across bamboo forests with ease. Beyond solo endeavors, you
This
can
looks
also
cool.
party up with friends and use group tactics to flatten your foes. That's Naraka's underlying design philosophy, that you're unchained and have the freedom to choose how you play.
Shout out to that car that just drove by. That had to be loud as fuck.
And make your cannon a weapon of mass destruction.
Oh, that's a cool weapon. I like that weapon. I really like that cannon.
As a berserker warrior or cast fireballs as a sorcerer, the choice
These are
is
some
yours.
cool classes.
We can't forget to mention our unique face customization system too. You'll never need to worry about running into a doppelganger on the battlefield.
Damn.
Because you're able
That
to
is
edit
a
your
lot.
face
Fucking Phil Spencer.
You can even recreate your
Oh
favorite
my-
faces. As we approach Naraka's first
Oh my
battle,
god. That came out of fucking nowhere. Oh my god.
twin blades, releasing together with the Xbox and Game
Using
Pass edition.
Phil Spencer's face as an
Twin
example.
blades strike with the speed of a raging tempest and sweeping blows. We've seen similar weapons in other games, but here in Naraka, it comes with a style all its own. Charging up strikes is usually a high-risk, high-reward move. With the twin blades, you can charge up while moving and keep your momentum as you unleash a flurry of combos on foes.
Alright.
Since its release, Naraka Bladepoint has launched its own faction clash game mode with Omni's Nightmare and the thrilling limited time mode.
Ah, why limited
There
time?
have been many casual modes to play as well, but our community has eagerly asked for a campaign mode. We're always listening to our player base.
Ah,
and we're
okay.
happy to announce that the wait is
Oh, there's a
over.
campaign. Okay.
Players will see the first chapter of our campaign mode. Form teams of 3 to take on new enemy types and massive bosses.
Okay.
Disarming a boss won't be as easy as disarming another player, though. PvP and campaign
Damn.
mode are two entirely different games. Further campaign chapters are
That's
also
a boss if I've ever seen
so we're
one.
eager to hear any feedback you have for us. We are also working on an Xbox One version and hope to see.
So in
more
addition to
players
Series
join
X and
Naraka
S, you're
later
also
this year.
working to support the
Naraka
older
is launching
Xbox
on
One.
Xbox
Okay.
Series X and S
I
and
think that's the
Windows Store on
only
June
mention
23rd,
of the Xbox
and it's
One
included
this
with
whole
Game
time.
Pass at launch day. Now's your chance to dive into the world of Naraka.
It's funny how
Bladepoint.
Microsoft, like Sony's kind of sticking with the PS4 a little bit. Like they're like, yeah, we'll keep selling the PS4 and supporting it, and then at the same time, Microsoft is like, we're just gonna completely kill. We're gonna completely kill the Xbox One. Partially because they have the Series S, which is thoroughly in stock. I have just I went shopping at Walmart recently, and, you know, I saw a bunch of them in the store. There haven't been that many stock issues. It's not that hard to get a Series S. It'd be harder for a Series X.
And when your people speak, would you listen? How would you lead them in this new world?
If this is similar to Civ, right? If that's the case, I'd be into this, because I'm a really big Civ fan. I love Civ.
History is filled with moments of greatness, but these will be yours.
The Xbox One has been discontinued. Microsoft completely killed it off. The only Xboxes you can buy right now, like
excited to
officially
welcome
from
our friends
Microsoft,
from Oxide Games
are
for a
the
closer
Series
look at their
X and S.
historical grand strategy game
The
for
Series
PC
X has
called
some
Aura
stock
History
issues.
Untold.
still.
Michelle,
The Series
thank you for joining
S
us
has
today.
been like perfectly
On
fine.
behalf of the entire studio, we are really excited to be here and finally be able to talk about Aura.
I mean, we all are excited too. You just had the world premiere 2 days ago for Aura.
Show us
and
some
I have to say,
gameplay.
I'm a really, really big history fan. I love me some history, so I've been looking forward to talking to you two about this. Now, we all know this is not your first strategy game, but the vision behind Aura is so ambitious. So tell us more about it. And also for those who are new to Oxide Games, we would love to hear more about the studio as well.
So Oxide Games was founded 9.5 years ago in my basement, actually, from the development leads of Civilization V. And our goal is to push strategy games to the next level.
And what's really great about working on a new IP is that you don't have kind of these previous expectations that a sequel would have. And so the sky really was the limit, and we got to really take the genre to a new space. And we really hope that not only will fans of strategy games like this, but people who've never played a strategy game before will find something they love as well.
You're absolutely taking it to the next level. I think
All
I saw,
right.
like, a drone
Yeah, I'm into
within,
this.
Like, the 18th century or something
I'm into
like
this.
that. It's
Hi
very
everyone. That's a spike in viewers. Hi everyone. Yeah.
you're someone who really enjoys history,
The thing
it's
about
bringing
Aura is that it's
all the
like
worlds together, all the periods of time together, and that's a
I'm a
grand
huge
vision
fan
in
of like
itself.
strategy games
So
like
how
these.
does the vision of
So
Aura impact the player experience
if this is what I think it is, I'm fucking excited for it.
Explore how to make the game less about finding that optimal strategy, that optimal
Again, it looks like from the looks of it, they aren't going to be showing off any new games, but we will get more details on the existing games that were shown.
And yet we can both be competitive together.
At the same time, I'm going to look for any other gaming news.
Your values and your play styles through the different mechanics in the product.
And Dan, what about you? How does the vision impact the overall experience?
So one of the big things that
let's
we've
see.
been working on is what we call the living world. We wanted
Oh yeah, did y'all
expression of
see?
the game to
I
manifest
stopped
itself
streaming when
in a
the
way
PC
that
gaming
would
show.
feel authentic and
But
cool. So we've spent a lot
did y'all see the fucking
on
New
making sure
Blood?
that the choices that you make are
The
expressed
like
in a visual way, and so you're going to
the
see
intro
your
for New
citizens
Blood.
doing things that reflect the choices that you've made. And this is actually really challenging.
All right,
so
hold
one
on.
of the goals when we founded Oxide was to not have to tell the designers, no, you can't do that thing. And so the game is obviously huge. It's just massive. And so it was a very large technological constraint from doing something like that.
Here,
But
hold
we
on.
had our own proprietary.
Let's watch the intro. This is literally the best fucking intro for any company doing a presentation. Literally look at this is how New Blood showed up at the PC gaming show.
It's Bam Margera here, and I wanted to tell all the fans to expect new shit from
New shit.
Wood, Faith, Fallen
These
Acres,
fucking images.
A medieval and even more. Damn. Celebrating and hyping our E3 presentation and new games. Rock and roll. Yeah, man.
They literally got Van Margera to fucking to do a cameo. I love that's how they did it. Normally, New Blood has this gimmick of like they have a bunch of gimmick URLs, but I guess they didn't want to do that this year. All right, hold on. I'm fixing it.
Anticipated
There we
story.
go.
Here's Adam Brennicke and Eric Dorabella from Obsidian Entertainment to tell us more.
What game is this? Oh, Grounded. Okay.
What can players expect from the 1.0 launch of Grounded?
The big one, of course.
Oh, this
is
game.
going to be a complete game, and that means story, right? You know, from beginning to end, you can play.
So there's
through,
now a
you
full
know,
story
why
of this
are you
game.
here? Who put you here?
Is this?
And
I know this game has
I
been.
think those are like the big questions that people are asking.
I know
about
this game
Grounded.
has been
Originally
kind of in
we
early
really
access
just
for a
wanted to make
while.
survival
Has
game,
anyone here
and
played
one of
it?
the
Is it
jokes
any
was,
good?
Hey, what if we did backyard survival? Everyone was like, yeah, that's a very unusual idea, but I think there's something there. One of the things that we did early on was establish the art style of Grounded. Things started like coming to life as we did the initial prototypes and like seeing.
Yeah, the
some
art
cool
style for the
things,
game
like,
looks really
the
good.
first time we added,
This
like, the
it
spiders
looks
and
cool.
and
This looks
blocking the
cool.
reactions of people in the office, like even like jump scares, like people screaming.
How they managed to make like
The
just
team
a
is
normal
very small.
spider
It's the smallest
scary.
team I've ever worked on at Obsidian. I wanted everyone to be able to participate on the design side of things. So I said everyone is a designer on the team. And I think that
Everyone is a
extends into
designer.
our community and how we're building the game in game preview and early access.
That's probably one of the big
Is this made-
successes of the game.
is this
how
on-
close
you made using
we work
Unreal?
with the community and take all their feedback and
Or is it like a
suggestions.
custom
I think it's
engine?
super rad.
For a game developer too, that is a huge thing, just to get people's feedback constantly of what they're liking, what they're not liking, and all those
Gas.
adjustments
You
just
can
make
wear gas
a
masks.
much better game at the end of the day. We're at that point now that the yard's getting finished, and now we can play through the story. There's a lot of surprises. There's a lot of things that I think players aren't going to expect. And I
think I know what you're talking about. And I cannot wait to see players' reactions. I know a lot of players are just waiting for the story to be finished to finally jump into the game. People who played the game previously are also like holding out for more content. I think it's just going to pull a lot of people back in and gain a lot of new players. So Adam, we have the Broodmother from last year. It was like our first big boss. And then we came out with a bunch of mini bosses like
Termite King
and the assistant manager.
Termite King's assistant to the manager.
Expect from this. So
Oh
we're
my
super excited
God.
to finally show off the Mantis, and I know that's been
This looks really charming.
players that they want to see a praying Mantis in the game.
They've been asking for this for a
Yes,
long
yeah.
time. Do we have anything else that the players can get excited about?
You know, the Mantis is just a little tease of one of the new boss fights, but there's more to come, right? Like potentially many boss fights that we have planned for the full release of Grounded. There's a lot more secrets and other things to uncover.
When we reached 5 million players, that was already super crazy. And then we hit the next milestone of 10 million players still being Xbox.
Doubling it, right?
Yeah, in Xbox Game Preview Early Access.
That just goes to show that we have a fantastic game. Everyone's just so surprised at like how much Grounded has grown.
I just hope that players in the community understand how important they are and impactful on.
Again,
this game with us.
Yeah, we're so thankful for.
I guess people really like it.
support along the way. It's been an amazing journey.
I remember this
and
looking really cool when it
finally
initially
almost at
came
the
out.
finish line, right?
Yeah.
And I think we wouldn't be here without our amazing community.
Oh, this is on Game Pass.
I agree. Best community ever. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, here we go. Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Good friend York Newman, the head of Microsoft Flight Simulator. He told me it was imperative that I meet with him. So I'm in this helicopter. We're flying to this location. We're on our way.
This is cool as fuck. You went in a helicopter? Are you in DC?
York!
Hey, Paris, good to see you.
Good to see you.
This is all right.
Good to see you, man.
No, thank you. What am I doing here?
Later. Let's get in. We don't have much time.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Well,
All right, Paris. Right across the Potomac. That's where our contact is.
Are we headed towards Arlington?
It's still secret. I'm sorry.
still secret.
York, what is this place?
Oh, you'll see. Let's go.
Oh, the National Aeronautics, the National, I think National Aeronautics Museum? Yeah, National Aeronautics and Space Museum.
Place. Nick, how's it going?
Hello.
Paris, I would like to introduce Nick Partridge from the Smithsonian National Air and Space Museum.
Thank you for having me. But this makes a lot of sense. I saw.
Yeah, National Air and Space Museum. Okay.
Smithsonian National Air and Space Museum and Flight Simulator. Here we are at the National Air and Space Museum.
Yeah, oh yeah, I forgot they're collaborating with the National Air and Space Museum.
Jorg and I have been
I forgot
talking for
about
more than a
that.
year. He was looking for me, and it turns out I was looking for him to ask the same question, which was, don't you think that our organizations have a lot in common? Dedicated to bringing flight to everyone, and
I was looking for the Spirit of St. Louis, which is in the Smithsonian ever since 1928. And the Smithsonian was gracious enough. They gave us a millimeter perfect scan, which is what we'll feature in the 40th anniversary.
A millimeter perfect
As Nick
scan.
kept talking,
Damn.
It was very clear, you know, the world's foremost museum for air and space, the Smithsonian. And Microsoft celebrating its 40th anniversary. It's a match made in heaven, and there's lots of
There's
things
just
you can do.
there's just tourists in the background.
Access, it's all there. We're hoping that if everyone has as much fun in the community with the content that we initially collaborated on, a couple of our
Imagine
historic
being at the
aircraft,
museum
some of the
while
other
this was filmed.
aircraft in this center are already in the simulator. Maybe we can jump in with both feet and do more in the years to come.
I'm sure everyone that's there
We'll go
was
crazy. We'll put the space shuttle in there.
handpicked or something.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
All right, you guys have
There's the Discovery.
All right, so keep your eyes peeled, stick together, and Jorg, I've got something special for you right around here.
Perfect. Check this out. This is my favorite plane, the Junkers Ju-52 3-motor. Amazing.
And that is an awesome plane. And as I look at all these planes around here,
All these planes are really fucking cool. I want to visit this museum one day. I really want to visit one day.
A lot of them. In the 40th anniversary that comes out this fall, we already have 3. We have the Wright Flyer, the Spirit of St. Louis, and the DC-3. And we hope to get a few more. As Nick and I were talking, there's a lot of things we could do.
Yeah, we started with the most iconic ones, and who knows? There's no lack of opportunity.
Just scan the entire museum.
amazing because this place is amazing, and just like
Scan the entire museum.
So what else
At
is
all the
It does
planes.
seem like we're going supersonic, like the Concorde here. We've been doing a major update ever since we launched every month.
There's a
since, August
Concorde
2020.
in
And just today, we're actually launching World
Flight
War
Simulator,
II.
right?
Guess what?
Tell me.
It's the United States, and it's huge. We have a dozen cities, a new height field, brand new aerials, new missions, new airports, new everything.
I wonder if they have my
And
city.
As always, it's free. And check out this beauty. This is the Beechcraft Model 18. They call it the Twin Beach. It's a famous plane, and that's also launching today. And it's a great coincidence.
It's actually a huge coincidence. Jorg's been working on that Beechcraft since before we met, but it's a great example of how much we already had in common.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's really cool. They're working with the museum here.
year from Flight Sim?
We have a ton of great things coming up. So today is World Update 10. We have 2 more World Updates, one in August and one in October. And then in November, we have the big 40th anniversary edition, which will be an absolute delight for anyone.
The
who loves
40th
the
anniversary
40th
edition.
anniversary edition. Tell me more about that.
Yeah, so we're celebrating by bringing back some of the planes from the old Sims, like from Flight Sim 10, 9, 8, even before that. And we're restoring some of the old missions, and we're bringing back some of the airports that were in those editions. So it's a real celebration of the franchise.
So this celebration is not only of the franchise, but the past as well.
And we're also adding
Indeed.
brand new things on top of it, like that the community really wanted. For example, helicopters. Sobo wrote a brand new fluid dynamic system to make all that work. And we're adding
Damn.
Gliders, which is a completely different way to experience the planet. It's just
That
in
is
the
so
wind.
pretty, though. Look
And
at
the last
that.
one is we're bringing, it's the biggest deal for Simmers, a brand new real-to-life airliner, the A310 from Airbus,
Yeah.
by a brand new partner called Builds, a great development team. In fact, of the 10 planes we're bringing, most of them are created in collaboration with third parties. So it's a really cool way for us to integrate.
Oh yeah, there's a whole bunch of
If you're
Flight Simulator
interested,
third
already
parties,
on
right?
Flight Sim, the 40th anniversary edition is a free upgrade.
This has just been an incredible experience, seeing all these planes and going through the history and everything that's coming to Flight Simulator. I mean, thank you so much.
Thanks for coming to DC, Paris. Thank you, Nick, for the great collaboration with the Smithsonian and for kicking off the 40th anniversary edition of Flight Sim. It's been wonderful. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, that's Flight Simulator.
Today was a good day, but now I have a need for speed.
Oh?
I'm headed to the danger zone, baby.
Wait. Top Gun Maverick expansion. What the fuck are you? Top Gun, wait.
Estamos aquí para disfrutar del mejor día de mi vida, el día de la Xbox, que estoy muy emocionado.
Hell yeah.
I came in Madrid just yesterday to be here in FanFest Xbox, and I'm so excited.
They were doing tattoos?
Estamos aquí en Madrid para ver nuevos juegos
What?
como Starfield, que yo personalmente le tengo muchísimas ganas.
Me ha encantado y no me
This looks cool.
es un evento único.
This looks really cool.
Son experiencias únicas. Me ofrecen algo que no encuentro en otro lado.
I wonder what other of these events they did. Like where they did all these events. Ugh, man.
Just the passion that people have.
Still tired.
I feel very welcome.
High on Life. Oh, it's this game. It's the Justin Roiland game.
Of Squanch Games, and we're here to talk about High on Life, our new action adventure comedy Metroidvania first-person shooter that is nothing at all, a little bit like Microsoft Excel.
Damn, if you enjoy at Microsoft Excel, you'll love this game.
That's our game, High on Life. Pretty insane. There's a lot to talk about.
Let's dive in. So Justin, you're typically known for working in animation. What brings you into the world of games? Why are you in the world of games?
Yeah, why are you here? Why are you here?
Have been my whole life. Always had ideas, always had, you know, things I would love to make, but just never thought I could ever step into that arena because I lack all the skills needed.
You don't know how games work.
Other than like creative.
Are you gonna play any of these games when they come out? Yeah, I'll probably play some of these when they come out. I have a whole bunch of games from
That's part of why you want to start Squanch. Like to be able to have an idea like that.
Summer Games Fest and not E3 wishlisted. So
I wanted to make games that I wanted to play, and that was sort of the spark that just lit the fire of Squanch Games. And then we shipped Trover, and we shipped Accounting Plus, and now we're on.
how much is? Oh god, I accidentally opened Premiere.
Dream
No.
This is like our real.
I didn't mean to open Premiere.
Swing at like a proper.
Adobe Premiere, shut up,
like,
please.
we're indie, but,
Close.
like, this is
Oh
like
god,
our
don't crash.
AAA, like, or is it triple I for indie?
We're triple I.
Yeah. This is
Triple I for
So the story of our game
indie.
mostly follows like
In
Earth
very
being invaded by
indie
this
studio.
evil criminal cartel of aliens who come in and kidnap humans and start.
Okay,
sucking
Flight
their
Simulator
black
is
market, like
$60.
and you're the one human who has to team
Man,
up
I'm
with the top
I'm
gun
still
and stop
tired.
And when you select a cartel leader that you're gonna go after, like, it opens the portal door to that world. That
The
they're
portal
in.
from the portal
tell us a
from
little
Rick
bit
and
about
Morty.
The worlds of the game, the art style of the game.
Rick, riggedy, Rick, son.
Creating these awesome alien worlds. Myself and Mikey Spano, who is our art director, him and I worked like a ton on.
That sounds
sort of
nothing
art
like
direction of
Rick.
the game. He really kind of landed this space, which was kind of Blade Runner meets the Muppets. So we're trying to capture that feeling with all of our characters, and especially our aliens. And then each world is its own kind of unique flavor, right? I think some of the ideas came from very kind of core thoughts. Like we want to have an awesome alien, like drug-dense spa on an asteroid. And
This-
then what
that-
makes me
that-
really
this-
excited is the sort of really clear. And,
You know, I'm
like,
shitting on it,
deceivingly
but this
simple
looks
narrative,
cool
right?
though.
Save the
This
Earth,
looks
food and
cool.
drugs, talking guns. Ta-da.
So Alec, who are the guns? What's their deal?
The guns are these talking alien Gatlians. They're all shaped somewhat like a gun you'd find on Earth, but they've evolved to be just gun-like in their own way. And so this race of Gatlians each has their own unique personality, their unique
So
set
you're
of
just
abilities,
living
and you're gonna be
guns. All right.
rescuing them from this evil alien cartel, and together, you got to stop the bad guys.
And get more Gatlians.
Yeah, collect more Gatlians.
And get more guns, get more
Are gonna have
Gatlians.
very different experiences.
They're not guns, they're
Yeah, you
Gatlians.
kind of pick your favorite companion to have out a lot and hear their dialogue, be part of different dialogues.
Is this just at Justin Roiland's house?
And
Is this just
something
like
can
his
unlock your guns in a different
backyard?
order than another player has. So
That's
when you
right.
go back through a level, you'll see things that you would have been able to access if you'd done it in the other order.
That's
and you
so.
can come back.
That's a
yeah.
huge one.
All right, so we've talked about this crazy good game that sounds amazing. Why should people be excited to play it?
As a studio, we are attempting to bring A-level adult comedy into video games.
Something I love about Squanch is we would put a lot of effort into things that a lot of other studios wouldn't even bother with, like a single small joke that 5 players might find.
Well, okay. Now I can. I love that stuff. I love like edge casing and like
what makes you remember.
I like that joke, but now I can.
Way, and then you have an answer for that for them. That is like such a memorable and amazing moment. it's almost like watching TV, but the viewer is able to reach into the TV and poke a thing, and the character has to respond to that. And there's so much fun to be had for the
You can
most
skip
part.
it all. We worked really hard on it. If you want to skip it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you all worked really hard. You're all good employees. Yeah, you did good.
That's fine. We're not going to judge you. We're just going to be upset.
Console launch exclusive. Is this a new game? Okay, they're showing off. Okay. We get it. We're getting a reveal here, I think. All right. I think this is the second time this presentation. Hello, neighbor. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, a multiplayer horror based on true events. Oh, okay. Okay, so they actually showed off a game. Damn. All right. That was something.
Pentiment is a narrative adventure game set in 16th century Bavaria, which is part of the Holy Roman Empire. You play a character named Andreas Mahler, who is an artist working at a Benedictine abbey. He gets involved in a series of murders and scandals and tries to unravel them over a period of about 25 years. The name Pentiment, it is specifically referring to paintings in which there's an older painting underneath the painting that you see on the top. And if you scrape away the top layer, you see what was left behind. This has a bunch of significance. Obviously, you're playing a painter, but also it has a lot of significance to the idea of history kind of being covered and uncovered.
I really like the art style of this game. I like games with unique art styles.
When I saw narrative-driven games with really distinctive art styles, I was inspired
Exactly.
by a historical game that focused on the unique art style of the early modern period that was really driven by the relationships between characters and the stories that played out over time. Hannah Kennedy was really integral to defining the art style of Pentiment, especially blending the late medieval illuminated manuscripts with the early modern woodcuts.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's a lot of major points to solve and kind of marry between wanting this to be a true to the history, true to the feel of the source material that we were referencing as far as the narrative, but also thinking about the types of games that were like what we imagined we wanted as far as a gameplay experience.
Yeah, this looks really cool.
From the beginning,
Alienware.
I wanted to portray a community that changed over time, which meant that characters are changing over time. That's really the focus of everything. The buildings do change, but really it's the characters where you see all the crazy stuff happen.
Kids that I had become attached
Okay.
to because it's a 4-year-old and we designed them to be a 4-year-old and then they're getting married and then I felt a weird like emotional reaction to that because I'm like, oh, baby's all grown up.
That's cool.
I think the 16th century has always been really interesting to me because it was a time of such social upheaval in Europe.
Indeed it is. A lot of social
Look at
upheaval.
Social change in the past, it seems like it's a thing that always happens outside of our time. But right now, I think we're maybe more aware than ever that social change is happening constantly, and people are always struggling with it. It's always a difficult process. And so I hope that by looking at people from the past, we can see that even though the setting might be different and the specific issues might be different, ultimately,
I
we
should
always
probably
struggle
wish
with
list
social
this.
change.
As dusk falls.
It's putting on this bandana.
All right, let's do crime.
This game, yeah. I didn't really like the art style for this game. I didn't like the single images for this game. But I guess if we actually get to see gameplay, I might like
With
it more.
As Dusk Falls, what we're trying to do is to make a brilliant interactive experience for anyone who loves brilliant storytelling. So people who enjoy films, people who enjoy TV series. It's also a social experience and about sharing these stories with the people you love.
I think we should stick to the plan.
Yeah, stick to the plan.
I took my inspiration from TV shows, prestige shows like, Breaking Bad, Fargo. I really love Dog Day Afternoon. It's such a wonderful setup.
You try that again, and
Wait.
every last one of them leaves in a body bag.
When you write
Wait a
for interactive
second.
stories, it's all about the stakes. You want big choices, the tentpole ones that everyone will
Is there like a multiplayer mode where like people get to vote on something?
the smaller stakes, the drama bit, like the
I was wondering that because
relationships,
they showed like
people staying
them
married.
deciding on a decision together, and everyone's like either using a controller or a phone or something.
Okay? The game deals with very mature themes that you don't normally find in a video game. It really gives you agency over characters that are relatable, that are familiar to you. It's like an interactive story, but with the power of video game behind it.
I only gotta yell and my brothers will come.
Now hold your horses, young man. I think you should at least listen to what I have to say.
In the first book,
I don't.
mainly structured.
Look,
around
I'm
a
sorry.
hostage
I
situation in a
I
hotel
don't
in
like the
middle of
art
desert
style. I
in
don't like
Arizona, so it's a
the.
pressure cooker.
You want your wife to live? Answer and do exactly what I say.
I don't like the. Not the art style, but like the mix of like these realistic 3D models and like this one frame.
As Dusk Falls is an interactive show,
I don't.
but the important
It
part
seems
here
weird
is
to
the
me.
word interactive. The players are very much needed to help the character on their journey and decide what's going to happen to them, help them grow and change.
It's not like there's one golden path. There's so many different ways through the story.
You can replay it, and then you get to like different story and
I'm
different.
sure the story is good.
You're actually achieving something.
I'm sure the story is good. I just can't get into the art style.
Some of your true self comes out into that thinking.
I don't know, what would you do? I'll try to, yeah.
And at the end of the game, when you play, we tell you about your playstyle, and it reveals something about the player themselves, their values, and the way they interact.
Okay. Oh, that's cool. They show you at the end of
One
it.
of the really important things was that this art style could tell lots of different types of stories. We want to take really beautiful, sort of subtle facial performances, really strong dramatic moments, and just really represent that such that every frame is a painting.
It's a single player and multiplayer experience, so 1 to 8 players.
Because we wanted to draw in people who weren't necessarily gamers. Gamers are going to love this game as well because it's a very mature, in-depth story. But this game really taps into your life skills rather than your gamer skills. Puts everyone on a level playing field.
Okay.
That is a ferocious dog.
Wait.
You share the same character, you discuss, you make decisions, and majority wins.
Oh, okay. That's what I was wondering about. There's like multiplayer to this.
Take the cash. It's been a massive journey.
Okay.
I can't
That
believe
makes
we're
it
just
okay.
so
That
close
makes it more
touching
interesting to
distance
me.
to this game. Yeah, I'm gonna miss it when it's done.
As dusk falls, and experience solo or multiplayer up to 8 players. Coming next month. Okay.
Let's check out what mystery.
Slime Rancher!
Of course, slime.
Here we are.
For us in the new vibrant world of Slime Rancher 2.
Monami Park. You got it. You got it, dude. You got it. A prismatic paradise brimming with ancient technology, unknown natural resources, and an avalanche of wiggly new slime. The conservatory is your new home away from home on Rainbow Island. It has everything a rancher needs to keep slimes well fed and happy. Am I? Ah, okay. Damn. With work out of the way, it is time to go out and explore. Oh, you get to feed slimes! Starlight Strand. An expanse divided between dazzling palettes of dusk and dawn. How dramatic. What do you mean you're not a public speaker? You're doing great at this! I haven't played the first Slime Rancher, but man, this looks just so comfy! This looks literally so comfy. Oh man, this looks so good. I understand why people like Slime Rancher now. I understand now. This looks so fucking comfy and just fun. Oh no, what a mess. We're true Slime Ranchers now. Oh, okay. And day 1 with Game Pass.
All right, time to get going. First trip in a while. Put this in here. Australia. Passport. I need a passport. Where's my passport? Passport.
Oh my god.
All right.
Major Nelson.
All right, let's go. Let's go.
Oh yeah, Microsoft's in Washington. I forgot. He's going to Australia. Time to go on a fuck off long flight.
Welcome back to Melbourne. It is so great to be here in person. Get ready for the showcase.
Australia. So Melbourne got Major Nelson. Okay. Oh, they had a sign language interpreter for the whole thing. That's cool. These events look so fun. These look so fun. I'd really, you know, if I ever got the opportunity, I would like to go to one of these.
Here in Melbourne with FanFest.
Hot Wheels coming to Forza. I forgot about this.
So excited
Fucking
to tell you
Hot
all about
Wheels.
Forza Horizon 5 Hot Wheels, the first expansion for Forza Horizon 5. So Mike,
That is a cool
let's
t-shirt.
start with why the team decided to bring Hot Wheels to Forza Horizon 5's Mexico.
Our fans have been telling us for years about how much they loved Forza Horizon 3's Hot Wheels expansion. So we've been waiting for the right time to bring everyone another Hot Wheels adventure. Forza Horizon 5 presented the perfect opportunity to bring Hot Wheels to life like never before with the power of the Xbox Series X and S.
It really does sound like the perfect time for Forza Horizon
Finally,
and Hot Wheels.
Hot
So
Wheels
why don't you tell us
real.
a little bit more about what to expect being
Hot
in
Wheels
Horizon
real.
Mexico this time.
Yes, you travel to the clouds above Mexico to visit the Hot Wheels Park, which is comprised of
Is
over
the Hot
200
Wheels
kilometers
track? Are the Hot
fastest,
Wheels
most
tracks
extreme
only in
track
Mexico?
Once there, you'll join the Hot Wheels Academy and set out to take on Forza Horizon's most extreme.
Like, is
racing
there
yet
no other
and prove
location
yourself
for that?
a
Is
Hot
it just
Wheels
Mexico?
legend.
Let's go.
As well as the iconic orange Hot Wheels track, You'll take on new driving experiences across gravity-defying magnet tracks, as well as ice,
Gravity-defying magnet tracks.
tracks.
Okay.
Loads about biomes in the build-up to.
I'm sure in first person that'd be really cool. If you played this in, I wonder if they ever did like a VR mode, that'd be fucking, I'd get sick.
Series X and S when we look at Forza Horizon 5 Hot Wheels all new biomes. The amount of detail and diversity that we can pack into the 4 new biomes is breathtaking. We have the rugged Giants Canyon, where you'll hear the growl of your engine bouncing back off the intricately detailed rock formations. The Ice Cauldron, where frozen tundra drips into the glistening molten lava. In Forest Falls, you'll see a tree canopy towering over epic waterfalls. And finally, the visually stunning and exhilarating Horizon Nexus, where the Horizon Festival is suspended among a web of Hot Wheels tracks. And there's more, because new players can jump into Forza Horizon 5 Hot Wheels as early as possible during the main game's initial experience.
And how are you going to be able to use Event Lab in Forza Horizon 5 Hot Wheels?
So in Event Lab, you'll have the freedom to design, build, and share using the new Hot Wheels Creation Kit. That's over
Hot Wheels Creation Kit. It's fucking Hot Wheels. I can't get over that. That's awesome.
For players to discover and play. We are anticipating our community building an ever-evolving catalogue of new player-created Hot Wheels events that everyone will enjoy.
They all sound absolutely incredible, Mike, but I'm going to ask you the most important question in the room. Can you tell me a bit more about the cars?
Yes. So we have 10 new amazing cars coming to the pack,
From Hot Wheels.
including 4 new Hot Wheels cars, which have been scaled up.
Okay,
to
4 new
real-life
Hot Wheels
versions.
cars.
We have the Diora 2, the Bad to the Blade, the Baja Bone Shaker, and the Chevrolet Hot Wheels Copo Camaro. Forza Horizon 5 Hot Wheels introduces the most extreme tracks.
I mean, Hot Wheels does have really
so
cool character designs.
Toys and hypercars to go with them.
It's cool that Hot Wheels has been like branching out and doing stuff like
Their
this.
speed is unlike anything we've seen before.
So we know Forza Horizon 5 fans naturally love co-op, so how is that continuing in Hot Wheels?
So, in a first for Forza, you can join up with your friends and play from the very start of the experience in co-op. You and your friends will then take on a new campaign, moving your way up through faster and faster car classes until you unlock the extreme speed of X-Class and become a Hot Wheels legend. You can also choose to take on the world in Horizon Open or team up with your friends to take on a team of Drivatars in the Horizon Tour.
Ooh, I absolutely love that. Final question now, though. When can we expect to play?
Yes, so Forza Horizon 5 Hot Wheels releases on July 19th on Xbox.
Damn,
Series
that's
X,
soon.
Xbox One, Windows PC, and Steam.
Mike, thank you so much for joining me. This has been so much fun, and I cannot wait to play.
Oh yeah, here's Fall Guys. Remember this game? So Game Pass Ultimate is $14.99 a month, or $180 a year. That's not terrible. I wish you could buy Game Pass Ultimate yearly. I wish I could just buy it for an entire year. Like, charge me $200 and I can get it for an entire year. Because I'd totally use it. What? Oh, hi, Master Chief. Okay. Master Chief in Game Pass Ultimate. That was a really slow-paced trailer for Fall Guys. That was weird.
Now, onto our next block, pun intended, of course. Minecraft Legends is the action strategy.
Minecraft!
Premiere trailer of Minecraft Legends. Dennis, welcome to the show. Thanks for having me. So happy to have you. I mean, this is a really exciting time for the team. Let's talk Minecraft as a whole, though. That game, I have nothing to back this up, but I feel like everyone on the planet's played Minecraft at this point. But that wasn't enough for you all. You all went and made Minecraft Dungeons, and now we're moving on to the recently revealed Minecraft Legends. So one, tell me a little bit about what it means for the team to actually be able to reveal the game, and then two, just let us know what Minecraft Legends is.
Well, we are so excited to finally be able to talk about this game with the world. We've been working on this game for some time now. Minecraft Legends is an action strategy game. Is set in the Minecraft universe. And in order to build this, we really wanted to partner with a great company that understands strategy games. And so that's when we reached out with Blackbird Interactive. And in doing so, we were able to create an experience that is welcoming for people who may have not played Minecraft, but also people who have. And I mean, you've seen the trailer. It's about going and traveling through these beautiful biomes, exploring this world that is familiar yet still mysterious. And so as you explore these lush biomes, you collect resources, and then you use those resources to build defenses from these dangerous but very cute piglins. And in those offensive, you're able to fight them back and send them back to where they come from. And you know what? You're going to probably want to build some alliances with some unexpected friends because they're going to help you actually defeat the piglins and send them back to where they come from.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it, and I love what you said.
Apparently, you
about,
can stack
trying to
Game
make
Pass
a game
Ultimate
that's both for,
codes,
fans of
3-month
Minecraft
codes on
that
top of
exist
each
and new
other.
fans coming
So you can
in.
get Game Pass
Minecraft is
Ultimate
going so many
for
different
a year
directions, I
for
feel like, with a
$160.
new game. What made you choose action strategy?
Well, really, it was many years ago, it was a group of folks that
I might have to do that. I might want to do that because that'd be a good way to get a lot of
action
games.
and strategy were the most popular ones that came up, and so we started to think about who we could partner with to build that experience, and that's where we came into Blackbird Interactive, and that was back in 2018, and the project was codenamed Badger. And an interesting little fact for many of those people that might follow Minecraft, if you go back to Minecon 2018 and you look at the shirt that Jens Berenstain was wearing, you'll see a graphic on there, and it's in the shape of a badger head. And really, that was meant to be an Easter egg for years forward, which here we are now.
I gotta say, I love a good Easter egg. Now,
Okay.
How would you say that Minecraft Legends fits in the overall Minecraft universe?
Well, the Minecraft universe is just always growing and expanding, and if it's not from
Remember that like Minecraft
it's from Mojang.
in real life
You
mobile
mentioned,
game
Minecraft Dungeons. That's a great example where Mojang
that shut
went out and
down?
they built this dungeon crawler experience in the Minecraft universe, and players love it. It's wonderful. And with Minecraft Legends, we're trying to do something.
Should I
similar.
stream Minecraft
And
Story
here We're
Mode?
going to be introducing a narratively driven campaign with a whole bunch of new characters and a lot of other things that I'm not ready to share right now.
Dennis, I thought we were friends. You can share it with me and everyone watching. No? Okay, I won't pry anymore. But tell us when the game is coming out and where we can keep up to date.
It's coming out in 2023 on PC and console on Xbox Game Pass. And if you want to know more, just follow us Twitter or jump on Minecraft.net.
Dennis, I'm so excited to jump into Minecraft Legends. Thank you so much for stopping by and giving us the lowdown.
Thanks for having me.
So I was like looking, how much is a Series X from Walmart? It's $460, but see how they get you $160 shipping. What the fuck? Yeah, I'm looking at Walmart and all the fucking Xbox Series X's have expensive as fuck shipping.
They asked me what year Halo came out, won this sweet jersey. I couldn't believe when I was here on site that I would get to meet the real Master Chief.
Experience here, out of this world. It was really cool to see. I'm gonna go get
Oh, Canada. Are your nails done? I want to do that.
Dynamite and come on, Diablo 4. Oh, it's so. Why are you so gruesome? All bloody things. No, but it's great. I love it.
What a day we had today. Thank you everybody for showing up to Xbox Fan Fest Toronto.
I wish I could. Again, I want to go to one of these. These are cool.
Catch you in the next one.
Coming in real hot. We breaking down no ground.
Unique culture creates unique vision. Pennykin looks cute. Autonauts. Oh, this looks cool. Colombia. Oh, this looks cool. Oh, this studio is French. Okay. Japan. Malaysia. The Philippines. So, oh, soup. You know what? Soup. I might get Soup Pot. That looks cool. This is ID at Xbox.
I'm joined now by Sarah Bond, who leads the gaming ecosystem organization here at Xbox. Sarah, it's so great to have you.
It is awesome to be here and so good to see you too.
Yes, I'm super excited for this conversation because as we know, game creators are crucial to Xbox's success. And whenever you talk about them, it's with such like passion and tenacity. I love it. And it sounds super important to you and the rest of Team Xbox. So my question to you is, how do creators inspire the work that you and your team do?
The creators are just the bedrock of everything we do on my team. You know, when you really think about it, where gaming really comes from is it starts with someone who has a creative idea that they choose to put into a game that we all get to experience and enjoy. And that's really the bedrock of our industry, of what motivates us, is to help those people, those developers, bring their stories out. And we think about it in three ways. You know, how do we create a vibrant and engaging community for them to come to through Xbox? What are the set of
Newbie
tools and
01,
services
welcome
that
to
give
the
them
stream.
easier,
Whoa,
faster,
whoa,
more
indeed.
affordable for them to make a game?
Apparently, there's
And how do we create a range of
the
business models that they can use, because a business model really enables
this is
them to
the
perform all sorts of different types of
Xbox like platform person speaking or like ecosystem person, and they're talking about indies at Xbox.
But the players themselves
But
as well. Yeah. For example,
they haven't shown that many games, but you know, it's somewhat cool to get a deeper dive into some of the games they showed previously.
Project Moorcroft. I know. I love these project names. I wish they would just let me name it, but they won't. I know. They won't.
Project Moorcroft? What is that?
Well,
Hold
we
on.
were sitting around as a team, and we were thinking about some of the things that we've always loved the most about the gaming industry. And one of them was, remember when you would go to like a show like PAX or E3, and you would go to the show.
Oh, these are all the gaming showcase events they were showing earlier. That's what Moorcroft is.
Asking you to try
Or
things
Moorcroft.
out, asking you your feedback. And that was one of the things I loved the most about those experiences. We just don't have them as much anymore, you know, in the way that the world has evolved. And so we thought, gosh, how can we make Game Pass like that? Like, how can we use the power
Oh,
of
never
Game
mind, I
Pass
was
and the
wrong.
great discovery and player engagement that is in it, and have it create for creators that opportunity to engage with fans early as they're creating their game, and also for players to get to experience something that they're really anticipating. And so that's what we're going to do. We're actually going to have a program that enables developers to take a piece, a level of their game, and put it into Game Pass so that they can get that great feedback.
Oh, okay, so demos in Game
It's a
Pass.
lot of work sometimes for developers to do that, so we're also going to compensate them for their participation in the program. I'm so excited.
That's actually really cool. Demos on Game Pass and compensating developers for it? That's really cool.
We are able to come back into conferences.
Game Pass is actually like from what I've heard, it's pretty nice for developers.
Diversifying the voices, and then that in return helps to diversify the games and bring.
I've heard from quite a few developers who like
How will Microsoft help to further that?
who like working with it.
Frankly, as Microsoft, as Xbox, in my team in particular, because creators is core to everything we do. You know, if you think about a game, it enables you to experience a perspective, a point of view, in a way that is deep and immersive, unlike any other form of media. So the importance of everyone having an equal opportunity to share their story and their perspective through a game, and what it means to shaping our perceptions, to what we talk about, to what we believe, to broadening our perspectives, is critical, and we think about that all the time. So what we've done as a team is we're continuing to expand the set of developers who we're engaging with and bringing them into the Xbox ecosystem. We've actually more than doubled the number of developers that are making games for Xbox, and we saw lots of those games in the last day, which has been pretty cool. And the other thing that we did this year is for the first time ever, we actually have a presence in Africa. We have our first Xbox employee in Africa, specifically dedicated to working with creators in the region.
So what message would
That's
you
cool.
like to
They're
leave
working
for
with
creators who are
developers in
interested
Africa.
starting in the industry?
Yeah, I get that question a lot. People say to me, gosh, I would really like to be part of the gaming industry. I'd love to make a game. How do I break through? How do I get involved? And I say, first of all, network. Talk to people, meet people, connect with people, just how you and I connected actually at an industry event, which we met at, which was super fun. You know, build that network and that connectivity because it's so critical in every industry, but I think particularly in gaming, right? You know, go to industry conferences like GDC, meet people, learn, try that out. And if you're interested
GDC
in
is expensive as fuck,
you
though.
can actually go to github.com. You can actually download the Xbox Game Developer Kit and get started. And once you have a game concept, you can also submit it online through id@xbox.com, and then you can self-publish to Xbox, which is another great way. And of course, if you actually want to get involved in the industry, all companies are great, but I highly recommend you check out coming to work at Xbox. I'm biased, obviously.
I mean, hey, you have every right to be so. Sarah, thank you so much for joining us today. And also, thank you to all the viewers for tuning into Extended. We've heard from so many amazing developers on today's show. Now, before we finish, is there anything else you'd like to share with us?
We were talking earlier about the importance of people being able to tell their story through a game and how incredibly powerful it is. I mean, when we were talking about that, I was thinking about an experience we've had as a team that's been very touching for me. So, you know, a couple years ago, we started really consciously extending the depth and breadth of content that we have in the Xbox ecosystem. And it was through that that I got to know the team making Stalker 2 really well. And I actually got to intro that game last year in the Xbox Game Showcase, and it was just incredible. And you know, the thing was, when I was looking at that game last
Hell
year,
yeah,
and
Stalker.
the story that they were telling, and they were talking about the beauty of the land and their dedication to their culture and their country. And I thought, wow, this is a cool game. This is a compelling story. But sitting here today, you know, recognizing that that team is Ukrainian, they were based in Kiev, looking at that story and what they were showing to the world just feels entirely different and far more poignant and visceral to me. You know, this is a team who's talking about their culture, talking about fighting for the existence of being a nation, of being a people, of having a language. And now
Please consider supporting this game, by the way, and supporting Ukrainian developers, please.
tenuous that in fact is. And it's an honor, frankly, to be part of this industry and to have the opportunity to uplift their voices and to let their story be told through a gaming experience, especially knowing what we know now about the situation in Ukraine. And as part of that, they actually shared with us something that they wanted us to share with all of you today as part of the show.
Okay, let's see. The following video may contain content some viewers may find disturbing.
1-3.
Yes.
Man. God, the shit happening in Ukraine just fucking shatters me, man. God. The whole situation just fucking shatters me.
Здесь кипела работа, идеи, она не останавливалась. 3 месяца назад началась война России с Украиной.
However, not all employees were able to leave.
Тривоги. Під час сильних обстрілів
Ми біжимо в укриття. Це переноска для мого кота, який загинув ще в перший тиждень війни. Ходиш вечором, сирена, выходишь днем, сирена. Днем еще работать надо, поэтому особо не выйдешь, а от вечера все время вот так.
Це моє робоче місце.
Вже третій місяць я живу і працюю в коридорі. Зі мною живе одноокий пес, врятований з-під обстрілу в Гостомелі. Зараз мені важко писати квести про війну, коли вона йде
When is your
навколо.
birthday? February 11th. Now I continue to work, became volunteers as well.
В перерывах между сиренами и волонтерскими задачами.
Світ ще побачить, наскільки в нас класна культура, і в тому числі наскільки класні ігри ми можемо робити.
Меня зовут Александр. Я являюсь сотрудником компании ЖСК. Я с моих с начала боевых
God.
действий была потеряна связь с моими родными и близкими. И это непередаваемое, ужасное
Just
чувство.
a huge fucking city just completely destroyed and all the people killed.
Я Дмитро Ясенєв, розробник Сталкера. Ніколи не міг уявити, що в 21 столітті в центрі Європи може статися повномасштабна війна.
So they have developers that are now fighting in Ukraine.
Захищає свою країну від російської агресії.
Привіт, я Макс, наративний дизайнер гри Stalker 2. Після перемоги я до неї повернуся.
Побачимось на релізі. Слава Україні!
Slava Ukraine are currently unable to publicly share their experiences due to their concerns. Support Ukraine. Yeah, please support the Stalker developers.
Last question, Dr. Dallin. Are you sure the perimeter surrounding the zone is really enough? If a powerful emission were to occur, we would...
Listen, the zone has remained stable for years. Besides, we didn't establish the most advanced institution in human history without first guaranteeing its safety. As the head of the Scientific Institute for Research of the Chernobyl area, or CERCA for short, I believe the wonders that we will bring to the world far outweigh the potential risks.
How big are these risks exactly?
The zone reveals a whole new world. We can stick with the old one, fearing change. But tell me, do you want our descendants to remember us as cowards? Or as those who dared to venture
Oh man,
to a new,
this looks cool as fuck.
The injured were evacuated. I remind our listeners that a similar incident happened in our region quite recently, ruining homes and livelihoods. However, city officials urge people to stay calm, assuring them the situation is totally under control.
Is that someone just writing in there, or is that like a... Oh man. Oh shit. Stalker 2. Heart of Chernobyl. All right. And that's the end of the extended showcase. All right. Again, please, as I stated earlier, please support the Stalker developers, and just support Ukrainian developers in general. It's the least we can do. Are they already going offline? Oh, okay. The internet like blipped for a second. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. Thank you all so much for watching. And thank you all so much for watching all of these streams. I've been streaming all of these events. And that's going to be it. I'm going to actually take a break for like the rest of this week. But yeah, although if there is a Nintendo presentation, I will stream that. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching this stream. And yeah, I will see you all next week. All right, bye everyone. Bye.